Hey everybody, how's it going? Happy Wednesday. Today, we are gonna do something a little different than what I normally do. I have a special going on in my VIP group, and so I thought that I would come on and showcase those items that I have on sale going on in there. So we're going to talk about, it's called the Flawless 5 is what I've called it. And it's just kind of like the basics to makeup. You've got your choice of Liquid Touch Foundation or BB cream. You've got your choice of a setting spray and a setting powder. Hi, Heather. And you've got your choice of one mascara, the 3D Fiber Mascara or the Epic Mascara. And then you get both the concealer and primer. Okay? So join, I think I linked it in the description of the video. So go join the my VIP group to see the deal on those 5 items. Hi, Ashley. How's it going? Okay, so those of you that don't know me, I'm Cassie Rasley, and if you do not see a red live button, that means I'm no longer live, and hashtag replay, and leave your comments still down in the comment section and questions, and I'm come back and I like to answer them all. If you are hopping on and I'm live, say hey and tell me where you're watching from. I love to hear where you guys are watching from. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is put on my primer. I'm just gonna use a little bit of this primer and I'm gonna press it in to the areas on my skin that I want it to be. The primer is gonna act as a barrier for your makeup so that makeup doesn't sit inside your pores. It's going to help so that it fills in your fine lines and wrinkles in your pores and makes them less noticeable. Kentucky. And it's also going to help your makeup stay on longer. Hi, Diana. Cleveland. Welcome, you guys. Tracy from Ohio. Welcome. Cool. Ohio. Couple Ohio girls. Okay, so now that we've got our primer, you want to let your primer sit for a minute, but we're just going to go ahead and keep going so you guys aren't sitting here waiting. The next one is you've either got Liquid Touch Foundation or the BB cream. Callie, welcome, Callie. I am so bad with names. Is it Elisa? Tell me if that's right or wrong. Elisa? Hello from Florida. Hi, Tiffany. Okay, so the BB cream is good for those girls that have dry skin, and basically it's just a moisturizer, a tinted moisturizer. So it's going to help cover your face and make it look all one beautiful flawless cover, but it's also moisturizer. Oh, perfect. I'm usually really bad at names. My name, the way it's spelled, a lot of people say Casey, but it's Cassie. Like all my life, I've just kind of gone by 2 names, and I never correct anybody anymore. So I'm going to use the Liquid Touch Foundation in the color Velour, and you want to make sure you shake this up really good because it's oil-based, and you want to shake that all together. Oh, wait. First, let's conceal. We want to use the concealer first, okay? So I'm going to use the concealer for 2 reasons. I'm going to use it underneath my eyes to highlight, and I'm also going to plop it on that little pimple right there. So I'm just going to take it on this little brush and put it right here. I bet. Okay, and I'm just gonna, this is really good for just concealing. Look how much better that already made those look. And then I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna put it underneath my eyes to highlight underneath there. Just a little bit I'm gonna take. Just like that, right here. I like to put it there and a little bit at my nose. Okay, and then I'm gonna take a damp beauty blender and and I'm going to dampen it even a little bit more with our setting powder or our setting spray. Then I'm going to just blend that out. Ashley, if you want to find your shade, like your foundation shade, you can message me a picture of yourself, like in front of a window that has light coming through it, and I will tell you what color foundation you would be. It's real easy. Okay, see how easy that blended out? And it just kind of gives me a more youthful glow, a youthful appearance, which is what we all want, right? Okay, so now we're gonna use, like I said before, the Liquid Touch foundation, and I'm just gonna kind of dab it over my face where I didn't put the concealer. Okay, and then I don't like to use a lot of product, and so I like to do my concealer first so I don't have product on product. So that's why I don't do my foundation first and then concealer over top. And I'm going to take our powder concealer brush, and I'm just going to lightly, really, like that, this is the trick to this brush, really lightly blend this in, and it almost gives you like a airbrushed look type finish. So I'm just really, really lightly blending it in. Okay, perfect, Ashley. And it's okay if you have makeup on too, because I'm gonna match it with your neck. Okay, and then the trick to also, like getting those little pimples that you've got, is to stipple the foundation. So I'm just gonna put a little bit more foundation right there on that redness, and I'm gonna just stipple it instead of kind of, so you know how I was going like this to blend this in? I'm gonna stipple it right here, and that's just kind of patting, 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 so I'm not blending the color out. And then it just covers that up really nicely. Okay, and then let me just make sure this is all nice and blended. Make sure you go down your neck. And then what's nice is you can turn this brush around and get those small spots. I meant to do my eyebrows before I hopped on, so my eyebrows aren't even done yet. Okay. And then just kind of blend that all in so there's not a harsh line. What's nice about this foundation is it dries to a powder finish, and so it feels just so silky smooth on your skin and like weightless. It doesn't feel like you have a lot of makeup on at all. Okay, so the next part to the deal is the setting powder or the setting spray. So the setting spray, you would either use, I should have used this at the very beginning. I like to use it at the very beginning and the very end. So that's what you would do with the setting spray if you wanted to get that. The setting powder now is what we're gonna do, is we're just gonna take this, has a little mesh liner right there so you don't get too much on your brush at one time, and I'm just gonna take it like this. And then it's a translucent powder, and you just kind of are gonna, it's not gonna change the color of your foundation, which is nice, but it's just gonna further mattify it. You girls that are oily, this is like a dream for. It's gonna help further mattify and just press your makeup all in and make it stay all day long. Setting powder and setting spray are different. You can use them for different reasons. You especially want to make sure you set where you, with the powder, where you are trying to cover your blemishes. Okay, and then I always get, I always need extra right here on my nose for some reason. And on my chin. Okay. And then the last part of the bundle is the mascara. Okay, and so we've got two different options for the mascara. We've got the Epic Mascara, which is our one step, and this in and of itself is amazing. And so I'll put it on one eye, and then we'll do the other 3D fiber on the other eye. The Epic Mascara is nice because it curls your eyelashes as you're putting it on. It has some magical powers that actually curl your eyelashes. And it lengthens and volumizes as well. But look at that. That's just one coat, girls. Not even one coat yet. Tell me what you guys are out doing tonight on Wednesday. This Wednesday evening. Okay, so make sure with your mascara, you guys, you're getting both the fronts and the backs. I'll get that off in just a minute. And it's going to give you much more coverage, and it's going to make them look so much more voluminous. Is that the right word? Natasha, it is, I want to make sure I tell you the right price, so hang on one sec. $24. It's $24 alone if you're not buying it in the bundle. But we do have, for the 5th time today. Oh, I know. You know what my kids are currently watching, that they watch all the time? Barney Christmas. Oh, it gets so old. I am so tired of hearing, "We wish you a Merry Christmas." That's US, Natasha. Do you need Canadian? Obviously, that's why you asked. Canadian is, you maybe already know the exchange rate. 29. So Canadian is 29. Okay, so that is the Epic. Look at that. And I could go further, but I don't want you guys waiting forever. Okay, so now we'll do Epic on this side. Finally sat down for a few minutes. I've got 2 kids in bed, 2 more to go. Oh my gosh. You Moana? Oh, I love Moana. I love it. Yeah, go into my VIP group and check it out. And there also is on my website, there's some bundles too that you can buy, like the Epic and the 3D fiber together, or you can buy the 3D fiber and a lash serum together, or the Epic and the lash serum. There's a few different bundles you can buy that you can check out. My website is beautybykasi.com, and my name is spelled K-A-S-I, so beautybykasi.com. Almost 2-year-old is on a week vacation. So I cannot get my kids to bed till super late. It is, what time is it here? It's 5, almost 6 o'clock here, and I bet I can't get my kids to bed until like 9:30. At least my younger ones. My older ones will go to bed at a decent hour, but not my younger ones. All right. Okay, so that's the Epic. We'll do the 3D on this side, and it's a 2-step. And so we have the transplant gel, and then the fibers. So we do 1 coat of the transplant gel first. Moana is probably my absolute favorite. I love that show. And I don't typically watch a lot of the cartoons. What's one trick that you can do is if you did want to buy like the bundles, the 3D fiber with the Epic, is you can do 1 coat of the Epic first and then go in with the 3D fibers, and it's amazing. It's 4:47 here and 8:30 for my 8-year-old. Yeah. Why is it that it's so much later for the older ones? We need to get them in bed earlier. And I'm telling you, my 3-year-old, it never fails. He'll fall asleep at like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the night, in the evening. And it'll just ruin it. He'll be up until midnight then. Ooh, I'm having some issues with this eye for some reason. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to go in. My eyes are, my eyelashes, I think, had something on them because they're clumping up really bad on this side. Do you see how bad I get eye mascara all over? If I don't have if I don't have eyeshadow on, I just go to town. Okay. We're gonna go in with the fibers and see if we can salvage this because they're really looking bad. So I'm just gonna roll these on my hand like this to kind of pack them down, and then just put them on the tips of press them into the tips of your lashes. The 3D fiber does take some practice. Before I was a presenter, I bought the 3D fiber mascara and I sent it back, you guys. I didn't give it a chance and I sent it back because I didn't like it. But when I became a presenter and I got the 3D fiber mascara again, I gave it a chance and I used it for longer and I started to really like it. But there are tricks and tips and you just need to keep practicing. Do you have any videos on step-by-step how to do makeup and what brushes are used for what? Ashley, no, but I could totally do that. I'm kind of looking for video ideas, so I could totally do that. I will do that in the next week, for sure. I mean, I do have a lot of live videos, but none specifically, and they're all on my page, but none specifically, well, I mean, they're all step-by-step on how to do makeup. Okay, like, tell me specifically what you guys mean step-by-step. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with the fibers. Like, specifically, what steps are you guys wanting to learn? So obviously what brushes are used for what? It's all about practice. Practice, practice, practice. Okay, now I'm going back in with the mascara, and I'm gonna just, okay, yeah, we can do that. So I'm just going back in with the mascara to seal in those fibers. And I'm actually using the Epic right now because I was having problems with my transplant gel. For sure. Okay. Contouring. We can do contouring actually right now because I haven't done anything else with my face. So we'll do contouring real quick. And Heather, yep, you're right. It's all about finding the right shade. I mean, contouring and finding the right shade. For my skin tone, I cannot contour with a warm color. It looks super muddy and orange. Okay, so that is the Epic and that is the 3D fiber, but you really can't judge that by what it looks like because we had some issues today with my eyelashes. Usually the 3D fiber will look longer than the Epic, and that's not the case today. Okay, so to recap, to just finish off the bundle that I've got going on my VIP page, we've got your choice of these, one of these, your choice of the setting spray or the setting powder, your choice of the Epic mascara or the 3D fiber mascara, and then both concealer and primer, okay? To get the price, go over to my VIP page because I can't talk about it here. And so that's that. That's the Fabulous 5 bundle. Okay, and then if I weren't gonna go in and contour right now, I would take this setting spray and spray it all over my face. Heather, do you have a darker complexion or a lighter complexion? Okay, so let's contour now. You can contour with a couple of different, you have a couple different options for like your dark contour. We either have like a sculpting trio, which is nice. I like to use this out of the sculpting trio. Not so much this. Olive, okay. So you're a little darker. So like, I bet this would maybe be, have you tried a color like this? Or even, and maybe that's even too light for you. I feel like you girls with darker complexions need a darker highlight, and us girls with lighter complexions need a lighter highlight. Like I've tried using this one for my highlight, and I mean it's okay, but it's not like, I don't feel like it's the best for me. Okay, but anyway, so to contour, you can either use the cream contour, or what I'm really liking is, I gotta find the right one, is a pressed powder in just a really dark color. And so I am using, this is our pressed powder, and you can get them in dark and light. I'm gonna use it in the color Cypress. And it's a neutral undertoned, just darker color. I'm gonna take it on a brush like this. We also have a really cool contour brush that has, see how this is double-ended. This end you can use for, I probably should have used that for right here. And this is nice because you can get it into the hollows of your cheeks. But I saved this one for the cream contour. I'm just gonna use this. It's a Real Techniques powder brush. And because it's so dark, I gotta make sure to go in with a light hand and blend it out really well. but you're just gonna make a fishy face and play around with where you want it, because you could go higher up on your cheekbone or even a little bit lower. It's just about your preference. But see how I make sure you take it all the way back to your hairline and don't bring it in any further than the ends of your eyes, okay? And then we're gonna blend that out in a minute. So same thing, make a fishy face and go all the way back. Yep. Okay, so see, that one's a little bit higher than this one. It just all is depending on your preference and how you want it to look. There's no right or wrong way to do makeup. It's all about what you like. Okay, so we'll blend that out. And then you can also, this is a totally optional step for contouring. And if you have a small forehead, you want to be careful not to do this too much because it will make it look even smaller. But you're going to take it and bring it around your hairline. Okay? And you're just gonna keep it right tight in that hairline. And that's just gonna, first of all, if you have a high forehead, it's gonna make it look thin, or it's gonna make it look shorter. Okay, and I'm gonna keep it just right in there. And then you're gonna take, and you're gonna do your, right there, your jawline. So it helps to hide a double chin, and it just makes that jaw look more chiseled out. Just kind of follow it in, and then make sure you blend it out. Sometimes I forget to blend it out, and I'll be out and about with a huge harsh line right there. Okay, and then just kind of go through and, but you don't, I kind of wait and save the blending for when I do the bronzer. You can also contour with a bronzer. So like we've got these beachfront bronzers, and what's nice about them is they have, it's a matte, one side's a matte and one side's a shimmer, so it's not too shimmery. But like if you're just starting out to contouring, you could use this to contour with, and just take it right in, just like I did with this. And it's not, like, I don't like to contour with a shimmery color, so it's not too shimmery that it's just perfect. You can contour with this if you wanted, but I'll show you guys. I'll go in and bronze with it in a minute. Okay, so see how that is just, okay? And you can kind of play around with how blended out you want it. I like to take my foundation brush and kind of just really lightly go over the edges. And I know that looks harsh right now, but just watch what we're gonna do. Oh, and then contour our nose. I'm gonna take our angled brush. This is also a completely optional step, okay? And I'm just gonna dab it in here. This is really dark, so you gotta be really careful if you're using a really dark color. So you just take it right down, starting at your eyebrow. Take it down the side of your nose, okay? And this is just gonna help make your nose look thinner. I have a bump on my nose right here, and it's always like a shade right there, and I'll show you what you can do with that too. Okay? See how that just kind of sculpted that out? And then I take it, I feel like when I contour just the sides, it makes my nose at the end look really pointed, so I like to take it and like cut that point off by putting a dark color right there. And I also like to go in and make my nostrils look smaller by putting color right there. And then some people will go in and they'll make a dark line right there to kind of give that button nose appearance, but I don't like that. The other place that you could contour is right here underneath your lip, and that will kind of give the illusion of a bigger lip, okay? Okay, so that's for contouring. Then is what you can do on top of that is your bronzer. So you could just stop there, or you can take your bronzer on top of it and kind of give you a sun-kissed look. Okay, and I'm just gonna take our powder puff brush. I'm gonna use two colors because this color's too dark and this color's too light. So I'm gonna mix them together. And then for bronzing, before I knew how to do makeup, and when I put bronzer on, I would put it on all over my whole face. Did you girls do that? When I didn't know what to do, I just thought it went everywhere, and I wanted to make my whole face look tan. So that's what I do. I put it everywhere. But you want to put it strategically in specific places to trick the eye. So we're gonna put it right where we also put our contour, but just not quite in such a defined space. So I'm gonna take and kind of blend it out right here. And this is gonna also help further blend out your contour. Okay? Okay, and then your forehead. Right where the sun is going to kiss your forehead is kind of where you want to do that at. And then put it up into your hairline. Okay, and then same thing down here along your neck. So same place that you put that contour, just in a bigger area. Okay, so that's kind of the ins and outs of contouring. Do you guys have any questions about that? Okay, and then while I'm waiting, if you have any questions, we're gonna do highlighter and blush. Blush is probably my most favorite thing to do because I feel like it brings life into your face. So I do feel like right now my face looks like I've been in the sun, and it looks it has life to it. But I feel like once you add some color, it just further brings life into it. I'm gonna use our metallic blushes right here. And I think this color is perfect for winter and fall because it's not too bright. And it has a little bit of shimmer on it. So it's going to kind of also highlight your cheekbones. So I also like to start back here so it's not too bright right here on my cheeks. See how pretty that is? It just kind of gave me more life. I put it right on top of that contour. Oh man, those eyelashes are really mad at me. Okay, now for highlight. I'm gonna use the color Lustrous just on the tops of my cheekbones. See how it's just a really pretty rose gold color. See how I feel like this is just a really natural highlight. And I like to go in a C. Okay, and then you can take like your beauty blender and just kind of dab that out. Make sure it's nice and blended. It's not like super intense. So if you want a more intense highlight, you for sure want to go with our iridescent. This would be a good one to mix in with your foundation to kind of give you that really pretty Pregnancy Glow. Okay, and then I'm still gonna go in with our iridescent highlighter, and I'm gonna put that on my nose and on my Cupid's bow. If I can get it open. Okay, so right here. And then I'm gonna skip my bump when I highlight my nose, because whatever you highlight stands out more. So if you have a bump on your nose, you skip that part, okay? And then I also, even though I don't have my eyebrows done, you can put it right here on your inner corner. See how pretty that is? I love the look when you highlight the inner corner. Okay. Perfect. See, and that is just like a flawless, really pretty, natural? Would you say it's natural? I don't know. Makeup look. Thanks, Heather. I would normally, right now, I would do my eyes, or my eyeshadow and my eyebrows, but this was supposed to be like a real quick video, and I wanted to just show you guys the Flawless 5 that I've got on for sale. Now is when we'll do this. We can, oh, I just sprayed right in my eyes before I closed them. And that's just gonna help your makeup stay on all day long, and it's also gonna help mattify everything. One trick, if I use a little bit too much like powder when I'm setting, my face looks really dry. And so I like to take and spray it on this and just go like this. And that just really seals it all in and melds it all together. Let me look. Okay, so I'm just pressing this all in. I'm looking for you, Heather. The setting spray is 47. It's 47. Ashley, so would you say this is a natural look? Or do you think with like the blush and the bronzer, it takes it from not so natural anymore? One other thing that you could do is with that same bronzer, I absolutely love bronzer on the eyes for eyeshadow, and I feel like that looks really, really natural. So that's one thing you can do too, is if you have a bronzer, and it's also just quick because it's out the door super quick too, because you're not picking up a bunch of different products. Either bronzer or like I love pink on my eyelids, and so I like to use blush as eyeshadow if I'm just hurrying out the door. Yeah. But on camera it does look more natural. You're right. But anyway, so I feel like when you put, see how that just, like, it doesn't look like I have a whole ton on, but it does do a little something for me. And even if you just like put it right in your crease, a little bit of a darkerness, it will kind of bring that crease out. So, yeah. But I will do a Ashley, message me if you want, but I'll remember. I will do a video with brushes and which ones to use. And if there was anything else you wanted me to do, Ashley, message me. And I'll make sure that I get to it. Okay, girls? Thank you so much for watching tonight and hanging out with me. I love it when you girls watch, and this is like my most favorite thing to do. So, I guess I will see you guys tomorrow. Mwah! Have a great night, you guys.